Hello everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video. I have great news for you, official ones, as well as over 70 items that will be added to the game soon or later. Also, what's coming for Christmas, you will find out in a little bit. Bethesda has released some official news yesterday about what's coming next in patch 16. Mostly includes bug fixes, yes, again, I know. But that's not all. We will have a new PIPBOY sales, 25% off for Thanksgiving, and I have found dozens of new items that will be added to the game soon or later, hopefully. At least they are in the game files. I have recently got into data mining myself, and I have been digging some very interesting things. And before you jump into conclusions, I'm not using cheat engine at all. I'm using Xedit, which allows you to simply view the game files. That's it. You cannot edit. Moving forward, I will also present you some new items that comes from the data mining community itself. And what's for Christmas? I will show you right away. I'm super excited, and I'm sure you will be as well when you find out what's coming. You can expect more Thanksgiving items coming very soon, including 2 new outfits and dozens of communist themed items. I can only guess it will be different bundles. So let's start. First things first, yesterday Bethesda announced that patch 16 will come in December as expected, and they plan on fixing some major bugs that have been going for a while. And these go way beyond simple photo mode bugs where it seems like you are in another reality, or fast travel bugs, there are tons of them, or when you attempt to eat or drink and then your game goes boom, it just crashes. I know all of these things are annoying, including when your emotion bar and your quick bar for weapons gets mixed and then it's a complete mess, or when you get stuck in random places between environmental objects. These are just examples of common bugs that a lot of people get. I know there are more, but this time Bethesda wants to fix something else, starting by these appearing corpses. Right now there are a lot of enemies or their bodies that go under or inside the map when you kill them, preventing you from looting them, and Bethesda wants to stop that. Sliding enemies like ghouls or Scorch is also a problem. Sometimes they just appear like there, or you kill them and they are standing. It's super creepy. It's not exactly game breaking, but the bug animation kind of breaks the immersion, I would say. Then we have a bug with 250 damage resist legendary weapon effect. Right now the primary effect is being suppressed and they want to fix this as well. Jumps and jetpacks are going to get an update. Normal jumps won't trigger the jetpack anymore, and your chance to deplete your stamina will be much lower. And lastly, they are going to address the automatic weapon fire, which fails to fire if you aim down the sides while the barrel is spinning, like the Gatling gun. It is quite game breaking if you are using one. So hopefully they will be able to fix all of this in patch 16. Something else Bethesda announced yesterday is that there will be a new PIPBOY sale for Thanksgiving from Tuesday, November 26th to Tuesday, December the 3rd. It's 8 days, a full week, more or less, and you will be able to enjoy a 25% off on every box at the PIPBOY. It's the usual standard sale that we have been having, and that's always welcome in my opinion. I just hope I will be able to get something better than my 3-4 times at the PIPBOY without any sale. We have just received new items for Thanksgiving with patch 15. But there's way more on the way. For example, I found out this corn husk reed in the files. It looks pretty solid for a door or something, a wall, I guess. There is also several gingerbread items in the files, like this chair with some cream on the edges and jewels, which are supposed to be candy. There are other models like a couch. It's just plain gingerbread for this one. There's also a table with a very peculiar shape. It really resembles a real gingerbread. So if you know how they look like, this is exactly like the standard ones that you eat. Yum yum. Next, we have a new costume that is coming very soon, I think. It's the Scarecrow costume. It comes with the outfit and the hat as well. The outfit looks like a suit, a very old one, patched up, and the tie is very strange. It's like lacking color, I guess because it's really, really old. Just like the Scarecrows we have in game. There's also a straw hat, as you can see. There is one more costume coming, which is the Turkey Mascot one. This one is incredibly funny. It has a back part just like turkeys, and the headgear is also very resembling a real turkey. Therefore, if you want to celebrate Thanksgiving in a funny way, then you probably want to get this costume when it comes out. It's Christmas time! Literally. So for Christmas we're going to have a new event. Nothing much is known about it other than Scorch will be dressed in Santa costumes and the elf costume from last year. They will have a chance to be legendary up to 3 stars. There is a script chance. So there's a lot of entries for the event already, but the main file is not there yet. There is also going to be a free presents system. There will be as loot and to craft, which means you can give them to anyone you want. They look just like this. There are 3 tiers: small gifts, medium gifts, and large gifts. It seems like the prizes or rewards will be randomized. The pool we don't know yet, but I'm sure Bethesda will announce it soon enough. And as you can see, there's plenty of stuff going on already, but the work is in progress. So the details about this event will come very soon, probably early December. That's my best guess. Besides the event, there will be dozens of new Christmas items. Some of them are from last year, they never saw the light of today. Maybe this year they will, but most of them are recent or new entries in the game files. For example, this wallpaper for your camp or workshop. We also have a wreath or a crown for Christmas with decorations all over it. We also have the traditional Christmas cane. Couldn't miss it. And now we have real trees for Christmas as well. They already exist in game for ages since the release. You can find them at the Charleston Capitol building, for example. But now we will have them with all sorts of decorations like candles, colored bulbs, gingerbread dolls, and so many more. There's also the gift model that will be part of the event and maybe some more things. And lots of new lights with strings, without strings, and in mass as well. I think it will be an update for the survival tent. At least that's what one of the game files said. This last one. Overall, there are dozens upon dozens of entries about Christmas, so it is possible that I have missed a few. I've spotted this group of emotes from last year, but as far as I remember, only 1 or 2 were released, so maybe now we will have the rest. There are also lots of player icons for holiday, and as you can see, there's some entries for the Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus. I couldn't find the character models, but I found the pickup items, so you can have an idea of how it will look like if Bethesda decides to launch these costumes for this Christmas. They look quite promising. For this next topic we have lots, but I mean a lot of communist stuff. They have enough for different bundles in here. We have this quite good outfit or costume because there's a hat as well. It even has gloves. I've never seen an outfit with separate gloves, but this one apparently does. Maybe later they will just merge it together. At least I'm hoping for that. The hat or the head part looks really nice. Overall, this costume is probably my favorite one in the entire video. It looks just really badass, unlike the other one, this one. It looks like a prison bandit, something alike. I mean, it has its charm, but it doesn't really impress me. It doesn't look bad though. Maybe you like it more than the other. Preferences, you know. This symbol though throws me off really badly, but it is the communist way, right? You can't avoid it at all. Big news here, we have new posters in the shape of cards with, you know, decay, burn marks and so on. There are a few of them. The backs look really cool with the reds and yellow shapes and forms. There are several, as I said, an ace as well, and a king, which is basically a vault boy. A very noble one, if I say so myself. And here's a bundle I found as well. We will have new wallpapers for this thematic, with stars, a lot of red, typically, huh? And of course there will be a few new floors as well. I haven't found much though, only through some pictures where the floors look different from one to the other, so I decided to add it as well. There is more. We have some weapon skins for the handmade, if I'm not wrong. I'm sorry if I am. This one is for another rifle, and we have for heavy weapons as well. It is indeed a skin for the Fat Man, too bad nobody really uses this type of weapon. For power armor users, there is great news as well. There will be a new skin which resembles the Liberator model with the 3 eyes thing on the helmet and the big star on the chest, which makes the entire skin more alive with all these bright red. We will have a new backpack skin as well. As I said, it's a full bundle. There's like a little bit of everything for you to get and really get into this theme. It looks quite good as well. I like it. The Pip-Boy will be green with some Chinese letters and the stars as well. And a big star in the underarm with some yellow strips and so on. It's quite colorful for my taste, but hey, if you like it, go for it. If you really want a communist camp, then you can't miss this Protecton skin with these flashy yellow Chinese letters on the pod and the red star. You really can't miss this crab bot if you see it from afar. There are also some flagpoles for the communist team. That's also something you will surely see from afar, just saying. If you think we are about done, my friend, you are very wrong. NUKA Sherry seems to be a new thematic for skins now. We have a new Pip-Boy, which is kind of red. It's quite discreet. I like it very much. And we have normal armor skins as well, which are my favorites so far. I love red, so my opinion is biased here, but hey, it looks pretty good. I don't like flashy things, so here with this gray, black and red, it is perfect. I also found a new hazmat suit skin with the American flag on it. I don't think it is in game yet, but it's quite familiar. I think I saw it before, but just in case, I decided to add it as well. Here's some Mutman googles for you, and we have some new variations of this hunting cap. There are 2 of them, and I don't think they have been added to the game yet. At least I couldn't find anything related to this. I also found this NUKA Shine barrel, which looks quite vintage and really cool. It goes perfectly with the bar which was released some months ago. There are also different shapes and forms, as you can see, so if you have a bar, you probably want to get this one. There are 2 new skins for the refrigerator coming, one for Nuka-Cola and the second for Arctos Pharma. Did you know that there is a freezer on the way? That's right. We first had the refrigerator to decrease the spoilage rate of basically every food, and now we have a Nuka-Cola freezer, which is probably going to do something similar, but it has a different shape. But I'm not so sure because we don't have details, only the visuals. Maybe it is something completely different and it won't do the same as the refrigerator because a freezer can, freeze things. So maybe the spoilage rate will be even less with this item. We will have to wait to see. Anyhow, there will be more Raider items as well. One of them is this new Protecton skin on the Raiders team with some really harsh red lines on the pods, and then the Raider itself is quite white, plain, with some sticks coming out of its limbs. There are 2 new flagpoles coming as well, with the Raiders written on it. There is one more surprise in this section, which is the power armor display case. It's in the game files for a while, it seems, and maybe before the end of the year Bethesda will make it live. Do you feel like your normal armor needs some color? We recently had a Halloween paint for the combat armor, which looks quite orange, very vivid, very bright, but now we have a new skin coming for all types of normal armor. It is again very flashy, very colorful, with bright yellow and orange all over the place. No matter what normal armor you have, even if you have a mix of pieces together, you can use this paint on everything and ensure that your armor matches, at least in terms of skins or paints. No problem here. Alright, I'm sure you are overwhelmed with so many new items that are coming sooner or later to the Atomic Shop, and some for free as well. But ensure yourself that Bethesda will be launching tons of new wall paints, all sorts of colors, shapes, patterns, which means that with so much diversity, you will eventually find one that you really like. That's the great part of it. Now, I found a lot of them, dozens of different paints. I haven't even added all of them here because I wasn't sure if they were released in the past or not, but here are some that I am sure that at least most of them haven't been released yet. So you can have an idea of what's coming. It is surely very colorful. Now in terms of floors, it's a little bit more complicated. I must admit, I haven't looked further into the matter, but I found this one which looks like stone, some sort of dark marble maybe. Looks pretty cool, so I decided to add it as well. Well, that's surely a lot of new content coming. Again, sooner or later. I'm not sure if Bethesda will release all of this. Remember, these are only items that are part of the game files, but they do tend to test and experiment a lot, and some of these items never get released for some reason. But at least you can have an idea of what's coming, because in general, most of these data mined items do end up being live and in the Atomic Shop. It doesn't mean that some of these won't be for Fallout First or even for free in the future. There are no details regarding that matter. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this content. There's plenty of new stuff coming up. It took me some days to come up with all of these items, but I think it was worth it. At least I got myself informed, and hopefully I will get you guys informed as well. If you are new here, don't forget to click in the subscribe button below, as well as the notification bell. I have a Patreon page for anyone who would like one step further and support me that way too. The link is down below. I will see you guys. Take care. Adeus. Bye bye.